And we are live. Dubs in the chat, dubs in the chat, on time stream, on time, on time. Let's go! Mike. Headphones, left, right. Headphones, left, right. This episode is brought to you by Girl Scouts Cookies Trail Mix. Girl Scouts Trail Mix. I've been drinking, chat. I'm off the Coors Light. Had a shot of the Don Julio. It's Thursday. We got the notes. We smoking on some blow pops. Blow pops. Like the suckers. Blow pops. Saw my boo M. Dyer. My heart. I saw M. Dyer, boo. The love of my life. Happy Thanksgiving. Don't eat too much. Fuck up your diet. Count them calories. Pro female fighter gets knocked out by male cook. This episode is brought to you by... Who's it brought to you by? Girl Scout cookies. Join the Girl Scouts.
Stupidity thinking that I could be a man. I went into the back alley while I was serving and I fought the line cook, going at each other for a long time. A long story. He dropped me 3 times.
By the way, guys, in case you don't know, because I didn't know, this is Rihanna Pena. I hope I pronounced that correctly. She's a professional martial artist in the UFC.
I got dropped. I popped right back up. I went at him again. He dropped me again. I had my eye swollen shut for 3 days and 11 stitches in my eye. I thought that I could fight a man. I don't have any ego to be like, oh, you're a man. I learned my lesson. I don't want anything to do with fighting dudes. I actually was in my head being like, no, I'm a pro fighter. I can fight this guy. I'm gonna beat Juliana. He's 6'3". You're 5'6". Like, take that into account. You know, or like try to like bob and weave your way in there to like get him down. All I gotta do is get in close and take him down and then I'll choke him. I couldn't even do that because the second that I tried to enter, I was getting dropped. I got fired and he got to keep his job. There was a guy that was watching the whole time and he didn't even stop it.
So you're a professional fighter. You got into a back alley street fight and you lost.
So she's been moved.
So that's it. That's the whole title of the video. Pro female fighter gets knocked out by male cook. And it was like, what, 30 seconds? YouTube don't tell the time no more. It gets like, it says negative 17 minutes. So it don't tell you how much time has been. So I don't know, I would say what, 30 seconds? Title of the video. She's knocked out by a male cook. What can I do with this information? I ain't gonna lie, I was with her. Like, you supposed to be a professional fighter. I agree. I would have thought that she would have got at him. A professional fighter, that's your profession to fight. You shouldn't have went out said like that. That's all I gotta say about that.
Bondage for battery, touch, or strike. Okay.
I'd rather take 100,000 pennies over $100,000. Here's the twist. That's because 100,000 pennies is worth more than $100,000. Isn't that concerning?
Nothing up here. Nothing.
Why grown men still playing video games?
Simple. Same reason we're winning, don't leave the house. Well, thanks for the makeup. It's a nice escape from reality. You wrote all men in your death notebook. If you don't know, it's an anime show that when you write the person's name in the book, they die. You call yourself a therapist and wonder why you don't want to pay money to see people like you. Hey, instead of a death note, why don't you write your father an apology note? That's so tough.
Oh, daddy issues. He took it straight to daddy issues, which he's probably correct. He took it to daddy issues, and I believe she probably has daddy issues. He took it right there, and I believe she has the issues with daddy.
Guys, keep in mind, they all say they want the nice guy. They want the guy that treats them right. Look at how the guy talked to them. She still wants his Instagram.
What's your spring break confession?
I have a man now. Over the summer, I came to Hawaii. I was in a relationship at the time, and I cheated on my boyfriend at the time with this guy who was a pilot, and we just went yachting for like 3 days. It was worth it. I mean, for other people. She's a 10.
Yeah, guys, and she still says it was worth it.
She's a 10, but she has pronouns in her Instagram bio.
Oh, that's not a 10. That's a walk-in HR department.
Why do you say that?
You know, every day with her is like a ethics seminar with girls like that. So I like to use the approach I started called the AWA method. You ask yourself, is that worth the arguments? Spoiler alert, it's not.
Not to be controversial, but like attractiveness is not that meaningful.
It's never worth.
Let's just be honest. Who cares if they're hot? That's one thing about it goes away. They all lose their hair. Like it just doesn't really matter.
Who cares if they're hot? Men care if they're hot. Like, men are dating, trying to get a hot girl. Women don't need a hot man. Women need a man with money and muscles for protection. If something go bump in the night, you gotta protect me from that. So I need your muscles. I need your money. Men are looking for looks.
Yeah,
Dating
all
for
about
looks.
energy.
Okay, we're not here when we're talking about energies. I have to skip, but let me just say this now. You're over 30, all of you over 35. That's why it doesn't matter anymore. Because Chad doesn't want to marry you. And you're tired of going to the clubs and you're tired of being in situationships. You want stability. So of course, you're going to go after the simp. But in your prime, you didn't want the nice guy. You wanted Chad. Now all of a sudden, looks don't matter. I just want to see your ex-boyfriends, ma'am, and tell me if looks don't matter. Let me see the 10 guys you slept with when you were in your 20s. 10 of them. Let me just see 10 of them. Let's see if looks didn't matter. It mattered. All of a sudden now, when you hit the wall, it doesn't matter anymore.
Did we decide that we want equality? I want equality. I don't want it. Take us back to how it was before. Minus the ass beatings. You're telling me
Biceps beatings.
You're like, no, I want a job. I'm going to swan her money.
It's like, no, if we taking it back there, the ass whoopers will come with it.
My journey. This is just not.
So I want everything from you.
If we taking it back to the old school, the ass whoopings is coming with it. Hey, let's take it back to the 1950s minus the ass whoopings. No, the ass whoopings come with it. The ass whoopings is what kept me all in line.
That's what's wrong. Like right now, you talk to girls, they immediately say, "I want 6 foot, I want this, 6 figures."
And don't you dare ask her what she brings to the table. Forget
The only woman, you know what I'm saying, with makeup is a woman. The only woman in makeup I want to see is a woman putting makeup over that black eye.
ask her that. If you ask her that, you're a misogynist.
And if you say something similar like, "Okay, I want a girl who's like under certain weight," immediately they start to grow. If you expect something crazy, you should also be able to bring the same similar kind of crazy sensitivity. I'm the most intelligent man here, and I intend to keep us alive. You're the most intelligent man here, is that fact? It is. Chevron has a wife, so does Mr. Aguirre, and you're a widower. Yeah. What does that got to do with anything? Smart men don't get married.
True.
Would you rate me on a scale of 1 to 10? 3? That's the lowest I've got. That's all 3. I appreciate that. I would say, I'd be like 6. Yeah.
He do like a lame, so I concur with that 3.
No, I'll give you 6 before this. But you're 2. Yeah, no.
Would I give her a 6? No. She looks average AF. She got all that makeup on. She got the whole lashes on. I'd give her 4. 4 AF. She said 6 was a low rating. You're above average. They expect everything to be 10s. You didn't rate me a 10? That's low. Girl, you average AF. And this episode is brought to you by Girl Scout cookies.
As I told you before, women can't handle rejection, and women don't want you to tell them the truth. They don't. They say they do, but they don't.
That's low?
Yeah, I give myself a solid 8.
If you're an 8 or a 9 or a 10, you can be a model.
A solid 8. Does she look like a model? I'd say no. So I don't concur with that rating.
Agencies will contact you on Instagram, and I'm not talking the new agencies.
I give her a 4. So like the woman, you know what I'm saying, they add 2. Everyone is 2.
Model agencies with all the DI and stuff like that. No, traditional modeling. You're not a model, so you are not an 8 man.
Really?
Solid 8.
Well, hey, you agree to disagree. I'm just being honest. Does height matter in a guy?
Yeah.
You're saying height matters. Men were born at their height and they cannot change. You know what you changed that you were born with? Your body count. You started with 0. So right on the board, how many men is there? It does work. You're not gonna write it. She put a pen down.
Yeah, Mary's won't work. How do you?
Okay, and yours. Hey, next time.
Now reverse the roles, guys. What would happen if a guy did that on camera? Just think about it.
Why do women give their phone number to a guy if they don't respond?
That would be a lack of interest. Yeah, I would say like I will respond a lot if I really like you. Obviously like not excessive, but I'll keep the conversation going if I like you.
If you like a guy, make it easy.
No, not necessarily. But I'll engage in conversation with them. Maybe.
If they like you a lot, they will make it super easy. You don't have to have a personality. If you look good enough for them,
If you're a Chad, you getting it on the first night.
don't have to do anything. Believe me.
Being opening text was like weird.
What is a good opening text?
Like a forward plan. Yeah. Location, date, this is where we're getting dinner.
Tell me what men go months and years without something until they find the right person.
Every man.
Stop the lies.
95% plus of men on this planet have that exact experience. I'm just telling you the truth. Most men on the planet Earth don't have access to. Everyone has a dick, right? What is yours?
I don't believe in X. They don't exist.
Interesting. Okay,
I do
so
not believe they exist. I think if you have an X, you're not attracted to them. If someone like trips over a curb or like spills their drink or like I don't know, like trips over their laces or whatever these ridiculous X are, it just means you don't like them enough. If you like them, you find it funny or endearing. I don't believe in X at all.
That's why I'm saying, guys, if they like you enough, you don't have to do anything.
If a man expresses anger, he's toxic. If a man expresses fear, he's a coward. If a man sets boundaries, he's insecure. If a man expresses sadness, he's weak. If a man has standards, he's misogynistic. If a man expresses emotions, he's a simp. If a man shares no emotions, then he's heartless. The conclusion is, you can never win.
Anybody else noticing how the mention of war is causing gender ideology and feminism is like basically in that right? I saw a guy talking about how his ankle stitches his work because he's wondering if people are going to start getting drafted and men not be worried about that. You know, women in the comments, like feminists are like, God forbid men have to do their duty. Now it's not toxic masculinity. When it comes to dying on a battlefield,
Yeah, it's our duty to die for our country. But if I tell a woman, go make some dinner for your husband because that's your duty, I tell myself,
You want me to die for this country for what? Like why? What is the point where I have to die over this country? China is invading and they want us to all be communists. You have to die so we ain't communists. F that. I bet you America becomes communist. the day that I have to die, that America doesn't have to become communist is the day that America becomes communist. Like, hey, look, let's give communism a try. While I'm still alive, I'll have some years to give to communism. Not dying for that.
I hate women, of course.
we're all good with that. But any other time, it's toxic masculinity. Like now, it's God has a design. We're all created differently. Women can't do what men can do. Yeah, I guess when it's going to cost you your life, your ideologies change real quick.
Most women get married because they want financial security. Why else would I tie myself down to you, have your children, if you're not going to take care of us?
Because I love you, love you, we sit back outside, we love each other.
Oh, come on.
That's what you get paid, right?
No.
If he loves her, he's gonna grow with her and love her.
Nobody cares about it.
Okay, guys, I just wanted.
Okay, that is a take. It's like, hey, we love each other and we just want to spend the rest of our lives with each other. That's a take. Okay, I can see that.
To show you this video because when you get married to a woman like this, you can't complain when you lose your job and she divorces you. It's your fault. Why did you get married to a woman like this? And I'm sure not all women like her will admit that she's just a gold digger. She won't admit that, but you will see the red flags. You will see them up front. You will see how money hungry she is. Don't tell me you didn't see the red flags.
What is your biggest insecurity?
My age.
What about your age specifically?
Living in South Florida, when people hear your age, I don't know, for women it's different. For men, the older you get, the better you get. For women, for some reason, there's like a stigma. The older you get, the less desirable you are.
Do you think that's true though?
I don't think it's true, but I think it's
Of course, man, because you're still delusional.
She do look good for a 37-year-old. I'll give her that.
That's why you're still single. Because I'm sure you...
I'd date her. She might have like one little dusty unfertilized egg with cobwebs on it and ish.
don't have a boyfriend, you don't have a husband. If you had a husband or a boyfriend, you wouldn't care about how old you are.
society thinks it's true.
Do you think you're beautiful?
I wouldn't say I'm beautiful. I think I have a beautiful soul and I'm beautiful on the inside.
You don't think you're physically attractive?
I think I'm physically okay. I take care of myself. I just think that that's more important.
What is one
She's physically beautiful.
truth about life that you wish more people understood?
You can be a pretty face, but that doesn't mean anything and that doesn't get you anywhere. Looks fake, being a good person, a good partner, kind, being different from all the norms.
Okay, ma'am, then why are you still single? If you're so great, how come no man has proposed to you? How come you're not married? See, it doesn't make sense. She sounds so great.
Everything sounds so good on paper. Girl Scouts! Join the Girl Scouts!
But yet, she's still single. Why? We're just going to skip this video because it's very stupid.
You've been coming here for 18 years. You see a lot of cheating?
Yes, I've had people tell me they're more loyal to me as a hairdresser than they are their husbands. So I had a client come in and she was getting her hair blown out and I asked her where she was going. And she said, out to dinner at such and such restaurant, which is at the other end of the shopping center I work in. So I happened to be going there also with a couple of my friends and I see her out and I introduced myself to the person she was with when I went over to say hello.
Not her husband.
Hand on the thigh and didn't think anything of it. Thought it was just her husband because I knew she was married. I thought they were just having a little date night. She comes in a couple weeks later, another blowout. This time, a different gentleman comes in and hands her her car keys. And I looked at her, I was like,
That's her husband.
oh, who was that? She said, that's my husband. So she was on, I walked in on a date and it was not her husband she was on the date with.
You really have to admit, it's kind of cruel leaving my other kids out. What? No, you are crazy. Look, listen, they have the debt, okay? He can buy the stuff, not me. That's all right.
Alright, so how are we supposed to feel about that, chat? It's a married woman on a date with a ninja who's not her husband. Does that make marriage sound like a good thing? Does that make marriage sound enticing to me? No. That makes marriage sound like, oh, I don't want to get married. You know what I'm saying? She could have just been my girlfriend for all that. You're supposed to be my wife. You know what I'm saying? My wife, that's supposed to never happen. Never, ever, ever. Girl, we married.
That's not the point. That's not the point. What you're doing is you're making my other kids feel excluded, and they should be living the same experience. No. That is not my job. Look, I like your boys. They're nice kids. They're fun. They get along with my daughter, okay? But I will only worry about my daughter. That is my responsibility, not your children, not your
That
children.
is unbelievable. Oh my god, you are so selfish.
That's what the secret is. I bumped into M. Dyer because I had some money in my pocket. Make sure you keep like a couple dollars in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? The women come out of the woodwork. They just smell the money on you. Make sure you keep $1,000 in your pocket at all times. Now you might get robbed. keep that pew pew on you. Keep the pew pew or the poker on you. You know what I'm saying? But women know when you got a bag on you. If ain't nothing working for you, you know what I'm saying? You buy some nice expensive cologne and the women ain't smelling the cologne. You buy some nice clothes and all that. F all that. Just walk out the crib with 10 bands in your pocket. tell somebody to shut up. Put your peanuts on the table and tell somebody to shut the F up. Shut up. Before I slap you with $1,000.
Oh, no.
They get in line then.
Cheated on me with your current husband and got pregnant. And now you're realizing that, it's difficult with him not having a job. Keeping a job.
He has a job. He
doesn't have a job. He's a 40-year-old rapper. That's not a job.
It's still a job.
Okay, I don't even know if this is a skit or this is true or...
It do come off kind of skittish.
Cheat on me, that he's a rapper, and now you want me to pay for his echo.
And somebody who speaks on father's rights a lot. Women are always going, well, just go to court. Take her to court. Take her to court. Easier said than done, ladies, first of all. And second of all, you want to talk about court? Let's talk about court cases. Let's talk about it, okay? This is 9 years. 9 years. Okay? Of course. Baby mama is an alcoholic. She commits fraud. She commits tax evasion. State government assistance for...
Alright, so she just pulled out court papers like this big. There's like this many court papers on the desk.
fraud. She has called her daughter a fucking bitch when she was 18 months old and put it on Facebook. We have multiple screenshots of injuries, multiple photos of sunburns, multiple videos from mom in expressive alienation, multiple videos of mom just in general being a piece of shit. But do you think any of this evidence against her mattered? No. So when you guys sit there and say, just take her to court, just take her to court, you guys have no idea what fathers will do in order to protect their children. You guys think all men are deadbeats. No, just the ones you guys are laying with.
If you was in a long-term relationship with a man, would you want him to take full control over the health and wellness in that relationship?
No. Why is he telling you what to do?
What if he knows a lot more about fitness and health? No.
Why are men...
Just instantly dismisses it. let's just say, well, what if that's his whole job? What if he's like a fitness coach and that's his whole thing to be health and fitness? Oh, he doesn't know. No, actually, he does know. Like, you know what I'm saying? What if that's a doctor? It's like, hey, you have cancer. We're going to do chemo, and then we're going to do this, and we're going to do these drugs. No, he's a doctor. He doesn't know. No, that's his whole job. He does know, ma'am. She looks like obese. It looks like low IQ. I'm going to take the dude's whatever over hers.
And giving any attention to a woman like this. Why? Why?
I'm not listening to him. I'm so sorry.
Why not?
Because why is he not listening to me?
Let's just say if you was in a relationship with me, you know?
She can't even control. She's obese. She can't even control her eating habits. Like, why the fuck? Why the f would I listen to her? She can't even control to not overeat. Like, she can't even control herself to not overeat. Like, I'm not taking nothing from her.
I take you to my better fitness. Would you listen to me?
How much money does your company make a year? Like, I think that's the question. Like, look, if I'm listening to you, like, the paycheck needs to match the advice you're giving me.
No, I have to skip this video because it's so stupid. It melts my brain.
Here's why most therapy doesn't work for men. Most therapists won't say this out loud, but traditional therapy, it can be a little bit biased towards women's emotional language and needs. It's built around questions like, how did that make you feel? What did you need in that moment? Were you truly hurt? For many women, talking through that is the healing. To feel seen, validated, and understood. Not met with solutions, just space to feel. But after years of working with high-functioning men, husbands...
You know what I'm saying? That men-ish, we don't give a F about none of that if there ain't no solution. Hey, I went to the casino. I was playing blackjack. I went there with $100. I lost $100. What do we do about this? Now, females, they just want to talk about it. Well, how did you feel when you were losing $1,000? Well, I felt like I wasn't in control. I felt this, and I was unhappy. And then they leave the therapy, and they feel better about it. Men need a solution to the problem. Look, I went to the blackjack table with $100, and I lost $100. This is how I feel about that. I don't feel good. There's a dark emptiness in my soul right now. What do we do about this? Well, here's what you need to do. You need to pick up a book about the game that I've already forgotten which game I said. Blackjack, I guess. You need a book on blackjack, and you need to watch some YouTube videos. You need to get better at blackjack. You know what I'm saying? Play some video games until you're crushing it on, you know what I'm saying, virtual reality, and then go to real life. That's the solution. You know what I'm saying? Until you win 100 games, you know what I'm saying, on a video game, don't come back to blackjack table. Till you win 100 games in a row.
Fathers and founders, I can tell you this approach often backfires for men. A lot of men are taught, stay calm, fix it, move forward, carry it quietly. They're not trying to sit in pain for hours. They want to solve it. And then they want to know, did I make things better? Am I showing up well?
I don't want to talk about my feelings. If there is a problem, I want to fix the problem.
Am I even winning in this relationship? The truth is that when a man's partner is constantly unhappy and he has no map for how to change it, start to internalize that as failure. Not just emotionally, but as a provider, as a man. And when the only feedback he hears is what he did wrong, not what he got right, he shuts down. He withdraws. Because he starts believing he can't win with her.
Hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.
Okay, no notes. This episode was about a UFC fighter fighting a man and getting her tail feather handed to her. No notes for that, and I dropped the weed. Oh, ish. Sheesh. This episode is brought to you by Girl Scout cookies. I can never find nothing. know, Cash App, the Cash App in the description to help support the show. Latest video from 2 hours ago. What happened to dating in 2025? Okay, interesting. I might have a few takes on that. Marriage crisis in West. Why more and more men are ... Or what? What are we doing? Or what? What is it? Men avoid single moms because too much baggage. Yes. To men, a small child or a child in general is baggage. We didn't put that seed in you. We shouldn't have to deal with it. Men avoid single moms. Men were not meant to see this footage. Interesting. I kind of want to see that footage. Alright, 2 of the videos are too long. Probably won't have enough time to watch them. Hey, cut it out. So, 50-50 chance. Out of 2 shortest videos, which videos do you think we picked? The first video or the third video? So the first one I said or the third one I said? Place your bets. All bets are in. 3, 2, 1. Girl Scout cookies. And if you would have chose what happened to dating in 2025, you would be right. Take a shot. I don't know what the consolation prize is for winning. You take a shot. You were right. You got to be right, I guess.
Modern dating is effed up beyond all recognition.
Guys, like, I'm so good.
POV, you're at the club of the fish aren't biting. Yeah, the fish aren't biting. It's not the fish that are the problem, it's the bait.
So now my biggest fear is like
Or the fish are just very, very smart now and understand what that bait is.
going to guys and them not talking back to me because like I was at the club last week and I walked into like a group of guys like bubbly whatever and they just stood there and like what was I gonna
Oh, I don't know, 10 years of being called a toxic male for merely glancing at a woman, the Me Too movement demonizing men as predators.
It sucks. And when he put up the picture of Aziz, I'm like, damn. This man almost pretty much lost his career or lost his height of fame because of this.
Just over a bad day.
I don't think they know Emerson, but like that's a real fear of mine though.
Maybe they could sense your neurotic pick me, give me attention energy that won't end up getting publicly shamed in a dumb TikTok clip.
As I'm honest, this man just comes to me and asks if I'd like to go home with him right now.
That's what I said.
Why don't men approach women anymore?
No, please go with me, please go with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How's all men?
Exhibit A right there.
I love when men leave comments like this because I'm definitely very beautiful and
She was cute. Cute little African. That Kenya, you know what I'm saying, with the nice thick lips. She had that Kenyan beauty.
She literally looks like those creepy clown dolls. Doesn't she look kind of like that?
You know, that's when I see this, I really think nothing about men or either one of those above my closet.
I'm objectively very beautiful. Has nose ring and calls any right-wing man who doesn't fancy her gay.
I'm objectively very beautiful.
What catch?
no one wants to date a bigot, and I think politics play a larger role in dating and dating choices by women than men are capable of.
I don't even like white women, so I'm the G word now. So I'm A.
Understanding? And then I think they sit on the internet because they don't have enough money and they're too short. But really, it's because of your fucked up belief system. That's why women aren't dating you.
Here we go, the head returns. Prepare to get nagged into oblivion.
You go into somebody who repeatedly bashes marginalized groups of people, bashes minorities, bashes women, has no respect for them at all. Yeah, that says a lot about your character. That's unattractive to most women because that's an ugly trait to have. It shows that you condone those behaviors.
Because well-adjusted pretty women
Because those are the guys you seem to pick.
are notoriously attracted to manlet soy boyancy for types. Yeah, right.
Not women are shifting more left. And if you continuously shift more right in response to that rhetoric, then yeah, it makes you more unattractive to them.
Every study shows attractive men are more likely to be right-wing.
And I think to a certain extent, these men understand that, which is why they're on their dating apps saying they're moderate, saying they're apolitical, and all these things. When really, we know who you voted for, and that does
I don't know how I feel about this video. I don't think I picked a good video, chat. This might not have been it, chat. I don't know. L videos, what I'm feeling so far.
make you undateable.
The first, I really hate that they took the time off. The first 20 seconds of this video.
Attractive because you condone terrible behaviors towards women and minorities, and that will never be attractive. If you want better results in dating, I'm for you to change that belief system.
Change the foundation of your entire belief system. Maybe you'll have the privilege of being henpecked into abject misery. Yeah, no thanks. 10 years later.
My husband just informed me that he's had a very long, hard week at work, and so he just wants to enjoy the weekend and clean house with some delicious home-cooked meals. And I said that's great because I know that his mother's going to love having him for a few days.
The sheer self-entitlement is stunning to behold.
These are the requirements that you.
So basically, the man was asking of his wife, "Hey, I just had a long week. I just want you to clean up the house and cook some meals. If I can't ask that of my wife, I wouldn't have married her that in the first place. First of all, I shouldn't even have to ask that of my wife. That should already be the standard. That's a standard Tuesday. It's Wednesday. She's cooking and she's cleaning. This man works this long, hard job, long hours, hard job, and then has to ask his wife, hey, you think this week just might just be a different week from all the other weeks out of the year? Maybe you just cook a little bit and maybe don't be such a dirty, filthy slob. Maybe clean up behind yourself. You know, you got this bad habit of peeing all over the toilet seat. You know, just take a little toilet paper. Maybe you wipe it up this week.
You need to have in order to date me a single mom with 3 kids.
I mean, let's not set that bar too high, love.
A single mom with 3 kids, never taking you seriously.
Number 1 is that you need to be making at least 130K a year. And you need to have at least 2.
So I have 130K a year. That's nice. That's for me. You and your kids will never see that 30K. You know what I'm saying? I could be making, you know, since we throwing out numbers, I could be making $200,000 a year. You and your kids will never see that money, so it doesn't matter. You going to McDonald's, dollar menu.
2 cycles. If you cannot make 130K or more, then you are out of my fucking league.
I always say, like, women have no concept of money. Because money comes so easily to them, they spend it so freely. They don't understand how to save money. They don't understand what the value of money truly is. They don't even understand how much money is a lot of money, right? Because they all just spout ridiculous numbers saying that it's the bare minimum, that men should all be doing this. It's just, where's all this money coming from, ladies? Do you earn this much money? No, you don't. Why do I know? Because we know you guys earn about the same as men. Maybe slightly more, maybe slightly less. And most men are definitely not earning that much fucking money.
Extra value meals.
She making 40,000 a year. Talking about, I don't even know the numbers she was talking about, but it was high numbers.
You expect to give me money for my kids if you only make 50K a year.
You're really not selling it to me.
Second is I don't date men that are younger than me because for obvious reasons. So if you are 26 and over, then you qualify. 26 to 35 is the age limit. Okay, I feel like 35 is pushing me to the oldest fuck already.
She probably thinks a handsome 36-year-old guy making good money isn't good enough for her. Single mom, 3 kids. What the cough?
You have to have at least 3 cars under your name.
She got nails and eyelashes, red flags, red flags.
Your second car has to have AC.
I like natural women with natural body parts. None of that fake body parts-ish.
Because I have 3 kids. Oh, I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something.
Can you do math? You plus me and then 3 kids doesn't equal 8.
I'm gonna come with you and dinner with my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids.
Tyrone, Jaden, and Naomi are screaming their heads off in the back whilst Juanita's henpecked nagging you in the front. Yeah, again, you're really not selling it to me.
Another requirement is that you have to have a property under your name, and you have to be looking into getting your second property. You have to get a home that has 6 rooms because each of my kids have to be in their own room. So
She got 3 kids. Ain't nothing about that saying I want this woman. 3 kids, I'm good. There ain't no grip. I like gorilla grip. You know what I'm saying? V-cord. I like V-cord grip. You know what I'm saying? When you bite the pussycat bite back.
you have to be considerate. Purchase a house.
Do they live in their own rooms now? Yeah.
3 kids. That MFR sound like an echo. It sound like a cave. Like there's bats in there. Whatever cave that Batman fell into, that's what your between your legs sound like. It sound like a bat cave.
Yeah, broke, dusty, musty, crusty.
Dusty, musty, crusty.
Inflation is real.
$75 a month. It comes anyway. Okay, so she's at.
Speaking of that, the deflation is down. It's a recession. These girls ain't getting $1,000 for the box no more. It's back to $40. It's back to $40 a pop.
As QB, your friend pays $35 a month to not have people under 6 feet on her hand.
Chances of women meeting a man who is not married, 6 foot tall, not fat, making over 100 grand, 0.43%, or 1 in every 233 men. Where did all the good men go? Your inconceivable, narcissistic, and unrealistic vetting process filtered them out at the first hurdle.
Do any other girls get offended when like ugly men try to approach you? I'm saying that with my full chest, yes.
This next one's actually an ad for a necklace.
That fantasy of my date is a red flag or not.
But the fact that most people on X thought it was a real dating interaction speaks volumes.
That's really nice necklace that you just put on it. Honestly, never seen a design like that before.
Oh, thank you. It's actually really cool. If I press it twice on the back, it'll send my location to my friends and police.
That's really cool. You're making a veiled threat while treating me as a potential sex offender on the first date.
Come on, you do anything to me? Click, click.
Romantic.
It's actually really cool.
Men love to talk about quality, but not the part where you have to send your locations to your friends and carry safety weapons in your purse just to go to dinner with you.
Come on then, place your bets. How long until the henpeck hand?
Because they're held to the beauty standards that men built and judge them by.
And there it is, instant gratification smartphone apps and the superficial abundance of dating doom scrolling have completely rewired women's brains to the point where they've been around the block.
So I'm like, oh, so your necklace, it sends alerts. My first move, take that necklace. She's never heard from again. Take the necklace, and then she's gone. That's it. She's poof, she disappears.
So many times, they can no longer even feel genuine emotions.
The necklace is taken, and she's never heard from again. That's how that story goes.
I mean, they say it, right? It's the more partners these women have, the less they're able to connect with.
I'm gonna take that as a challenge. Hey, I wore this to not get kidnapped. Oh yeah, are you challenging me?
Whoever they end up with. Their connections are so fried of how many people are connecting into them that, yeah, the connection is a little warped. That's what happens when you connect too goddamn much.
Might be dating like one here, but
Okay, title of the video, and it's Thursday. We had the notes, not one GD note. Like I don't just lug this ish around just to be lugging it around. I got it out. I'm supposed to be taking notes. There's no notes. What happened to dating in 2025? I just heard like 8 random stories. Couldn't get nothing from them stories.
I feel like I cannot be the only one who feels alone in this. Just on a first date, and this is no offense to this man, obviously, perfectly fine, normal, lovely date. It's getting to the point though that's the problem. Like there's just nothing happening, and I just feel no sparks and no chemistry with people. I feel bad.
Observe the stultifying impact of digital meat market-driven hypergamy and all its haunting hideousness.
Because I feel like it's just me. I'm going out with really handsome, accomplished, interesting people, and I feel nothing. I feel like I'm just another.
This is exactly why we say women that hit the wall disappoint.
That's probably my boo thing.
They end up being so emotionless and so when it comes to the opposite sex and building connections with the opposite sex in relationships.
They're a girl. Like I'm one of a million. There's just nothing special about me. Probably not presenting that great either. Not like that sparkly or interesting or like dynamic at all. But it's just so depleted. No way person out there. I don't even really question if I even have it in me to find that anymore.
Female goes on yet another date and meets her own worst enemy, herself.
This amazing Neely's book today. For all the hardships she had, she just kept going and kept dating and kept seeing people. And I admire people so much that have it. And that because I just don't have it in me. I was safe and I thought it was done. And like having to do this again. This feels like work every time I go on a date. It feels like so hard.
She's literally rejected so many men. It's made her so numb that her innate basic abilities of hair bond is totally fried. Saw a great video recently of a female counsellor explaining that she has lost track of the number of 25 to 35-year-old female patients who described that.
Like women nowadays don't pair bond. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I just gave you the best 15 minutes of your life. She's like, okay. Curl her hair, go on her phone, and be about her business. Like, what? You supposed to be pair bonded to me. I just gave you my all, girl. You just going about their life just like you're nothing. What happened to pair bonding?
They're perfect man, and then when asked about the last 5 men she slept with, not a single one had the traits described.
Like I had a few V's that like be stuck on you. You know what I'm saying? That just want to live in your skin. When they just want to breathe your air. When you exhale, she want to inhale. She want to breathe you in. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had a not like 2 of them, like 2 like real V's where I got they V and like they really on you. But like, you know what I'm saying? What happened to that? Like women ain't like that no more.
Ended things with a guy who wanted to marry me because I still hung up on a guy who only wanted me for sex. How many bad boys do they need to plow through before realizing this is a losing strategy?
You would think maybe 1 or 2, but women are a little thick-headed, so it requires hundreds. And even then, they might not learn.
Women, you know what I'm saying, bust the peanut and be like, you good, bro? You good? Yeah, you got that? You know what I'm saying? Grab a name. Yeah, you good?
It's called the wall for a reason.
A 34-year-old woman is demanding her ex-boyfriend pay compensation, claiming he stole.
Like female dog, you're supposed to be cuddly and you're supposed to be just cuddle me, touch me, don't leave, no, don't leave me. Like, all right, bro, I'm gonna go down to the basketball court, shoot some hoops, let my peanuts hang,
Her childbearing years. After nearly a decade together, she says her 38-year-old ex ended
let my walnuts hang.
things just as she was ready to start a family. She said she put her career and her goals on hold, believing they have kids, and now wants him to cover fertility treatments like egg freezing or IVF.
She waited until she was 34 to start pressuring him about wanting kids. And only now is she worried about the eggs. Love, you left it too late by about 10 fucking years.
You don't have any eggs over there.
You can crack the case as to why this girl's having so many issues with dating.
I don't want a roster. I don't want to go out and date. I don't like this web culture. I don't like any of it. Like, I don't want to do any of this. Like I'm just sitting there like a magazine going through like clothing. That's what it feels like. Like, what is this dating stuff? What is Hinge? What is Tinder? What is all of this? Like, it's disgusting.
Seems like a total mystery.
I'm not sitting here at 25 having to figure out how the fuck to get back in these fucking streets. So I figure out. So 10 years down the line, I'm not sitting there single still with my daughter being an only child.
Cracked it. Vogue magazine is having a boyfriend embarrassing now. Women are obscuring their partner's face when they post, as if they want to erase the fact they exist without actually not posting them. The result of women.
It just shows women don't care for men. They just literally want resources from men, right? To be able to post and then still post a picture of you 2 together and then still blur out the man's face. Come on, man.
Wanting to straddle 2 worlds. Somewhere they can receive the social benefits of having a partner, but also not appear so boyfriend obsessed that they come across quite culturally loserish. So they're basically telling young women they're pathetic losers if they come into a loving relationship. But still, it must be men's fault.
Vogue posted an article saying having a boyfriend is embarrassing. I think for men this is a wake-up call. To the smart, independent women, good salary, nice place, we provide no benefit. We're no longer the priority. In fact, we're probably a burden to them.
Speak for yourself, simp. This is the kind of social engineering girls in their 20s.
Just so many men fall for these rhetorics and stuff because they want to be inclusive, they want to be liberal, they want, oh, I want to understand other people's feelings, and then they end up being cuts like that.
And it's laugh up and wonder where have all the good men gone when they hit 30. Imagine the amount of propaganda it took to convince women that waking up like this is oppressive, but waking up with a hangover and alone, or even worse with a stranger, isn't. Ironically, women have never been more secure or self-sufficient, and somehow that made dating harder, not easier. Women became men, and that made dating harder for women. Who could have possibly predicted that?
It is funny that women are the freest they've ever been with the most rights and the most whatevers, but they have been the most miserable that women have ever been throughout all of history also. Is it really that you're smarter and you make better choices now, ladies? Or was it better when people made the choices for you and you just had to live your life whatever way you wanted? Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. Okay. Ciao.
Guess who's coming to the...
All right, no notes. I feel like a great big failure. I got this big screen of notes in front of me and it's blank. I feel like a failure. It's not a good feeling. First one. Let's refer to the notes. Don't have no. First episode. Let's refer to the notes. Don't have no notes. Second episode. Let's refer to the notes. Don't have no notes. Oh, okay. That's how that goes. That's how this episode will go. What was he talking about? Couldn't tell you. There wasn't no like main topic that we could like just go back to. It's like, hey, should you jaywalk or should you use the crosswalk? Like there was no like main topic of the video that we could like, hey, I'm for using the crosswalk and waiting for the sign to change to green. Waiting for the walk sign. What say you? Okay, happy Thanksgiving. Just know that some colonists killed a lot of Indians on this day. After the Indians threw down in the kitchen, cooked them a lot of food to get murdered. It's like, hey, we come in peace. We're welcoming. This is our tribe. We're going to cook you all the best food. We know how to cook and make to get murdered and our land stolen. So remember that. That happened. That's why we're here. Go America. Get them damn Indians their land back. First episode, Manpill or Manosphere or whatever, he said some things. Don't remember nothing he talked about. It's Thursday, we got the notes. No GD notes. Second videos, what's happening in dating. He said a lot of things. There was nothing in there that I wanted to chime in on. We need better videos. But this is the Philly Phil Twitch Show. The Philly Phil Twitch Show. It's the Philly Phil Twitch Show. I'm Philly Phil, and this is the Twitch Show. Brought to you by Girl Scouts Trail Mix. That I can't find. What's Philly's take? What would I do different? How do I fix the problem, the situation? What's the problem? What was the problem in the first video? Don't remember. What happened to dating in 2025? I mean, I guess dating in 2025 just feels transactional. Like a woman's like, if you want to date me, you gotta cash at me $100. You know what I'm saying? To pick me up at 9 o'clock, and then I need $200 for the bill, for the dinner bill, and then give me $200 for the taxi, $300 for the taxi ride home. Everything's just transactional. I don't remember nothing from none of the videos, so I can't comment on the videos. I don't know. Stuff happened. I was there. If I didn't say it while it happened, then the world will never know. Catch you Tuesday. If you don't like your family, you know what I'm saying, don't go to the family event. If you like your family, enjoy your day. Enjoy your holiday. Happy Thanksgiving.